Heyo, miss me? Well, you won't anymore. I wanted to tell you all that in addition to a countdown I'm currently editing, I have a review of DMC coming out real soon. But development on said review has been brought to a near halt thanks to another game that a lot of people have been calling DMC's rival at the moment due to their close release dates and their shared genre. The game is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and while this isn't going to be a long review on the game, I will be posting my opinions on the game here as I just can't stop thinking of the thing. So anyways, Metal Gear Rising brings back Raiden as a protagonist and takes place about 2 to 3 years after Metal Gear Solid 4. From what I found, there's not even a mention of Solid Snake in the game, so yeah, this is all Raiden and I think he's never been better. He was cool and tragic and stuff in 4, but he really shines here. He's a fully developed character who can act in both hilarious and serious ways now. To say the least, he's really improved from how he was in Metal Gear Solid 2. In fact, I like all the characters in this game, but sadly most of them don't get much screen time, and some you fight just after meeting them. That being said, I think the best new character in this game is the Senator, and saying any more would be spoiling things that are not worth spoiling, as he is very involved with the game's awesome ending. Seriously, stick around for this game's ending. It comes completely out of left field and is probably one of the best climaxes in recent gaming history. But enough about that stuff. I'm sure what you want to hear about is how the gameplay works. Well, as Raiden you get access to his high frequency blade that can be used for the usual heavy and light attacks, but with the press of the left trigger you activate blade mode, which causes Raiden to turn his enemies into a bloodier version of Swiss cheese. Blade mode is also used quite a bit during boss battles, always to great effect, and as the game goes on it will really challenge your skills with this feature. In addition to blade mode, another thing you're going to have to master is the game's blocking system known as Parrying. It's a system that challenges the player while being defensive, and I really like its inclusion, although if you still want to use a dodge then you can buy the defensive offense skill in the game's shop. Another feature I really like in Metal Gear Rising that sadly isn't used in other games is its usage of music to increase the intensity of a fight. For example, in just about every boss fight, the boss's music starts out as an instrumental, but when you get to the final phase of the battle, the song suddenly blasts out its chorus, and out of nowhere the stakes in the battle seem to increase immensely. What really backs up is just how awesome the boss themes are in this game. Seriously, go look them up, they're some of the best in recent memory. So in terms of less important gameplay aspects, we have the sub-weapons and the unique weapons. The sub-weapons are essentially just little gameplay helpers such as an RPG or a cardboard box to sneak in, but the unique weapons are a bit more interesting. There are a total of 3 of them, and using them replaces your heavy attack with that weapon. My only gripe here is that you have to enter a menu to switch them out, and I would have used them a lot more if they could have been switched on the fly. So in total, Metal Gear Rising doesn't have perfect gameplay, but it's really fun gameplay, and with all the unlockables and extra difficulty levels, there's plenty to come back to, even if the game is a bit short. Any nitpicks? Well, in addition to my problems with characters appearing and disappearing quickly and my gripe with unique weapon switching, I still have a few minor complaints. For one, the background designs are really dull for the most part, as nearly all of the places in this game are locations you all have seen a million times, except for that one Japanese garden in File 4. That being said, the graphics are definitely high quality, although I think I found them to be a bit under the graphics of MGS4, but I was playing the 360 version of the game, so I guess it's just that. Another thing is that I wish the stealth sections had a bit more meat to them. While it's totally optional to go stealthy in this game, actually doing so essentially just has you walking around in a box or barrel, and that just feels shallow in terms of what I know Metal Gear can pull off in stealth. But even with my gripes in mind, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is a very fun time, and fun enough for me to have beaten it through 3 times already. It treats the Metal Gear franchise with respect, and it brings tons of fun combat to the table. If you like hack and slashes or Metal Gear, I highly recommend this game to you, and if you don't, you should still give it a try, and since the game's relation to the Solid series is mostly through references, you don't need to play the Metal Gear Solid games to enjoy this one. That being said, it's time for the final grade. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys again for the DMC review coming out this lifetime.
Adios, amigos.